What's good, YouTube? It's Quinway Basketball Analysis coming to you with Hot Topic. Jarett signed a deal with the New York Knicks. This is a roster that I just talked about up on what to expect from this team. They picked up a lot of solid veterans like Michael Beasley. They picked up some solid veterans like Tim Hardaway Jr., who's still young, but he still can play on the NBA level. They picked up Raymond Session. They picked up Lance Thomas. They have a solid core. If they keep Carmelo Anthony, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to be one of the bottom teams in the East. But they pick up Jarett, a solid backup point guard, because they lost Derrick Rose, who basically played a solid season, but it was really empty because it didn't really amount to wins. But he was a respectable point guard. Now that they lost him, they added another shooter in Tim Hardaway Jr., but they do need the point guard situation handled because they do have Ramon Session, like I said, and they drafted Nina Kina, who can play the 1 or the 2, but he's real young and he never played in the NBA before, even though he played in a high-level basketball overseas. But they do need as much talent as they can get. They have a couple point guards all the way on the roster. This pickup is just having another solid backup point guard, or a point guard that if somebody get injured or you need to have some roster space filled out. Hey, Jarett is a player that can still play on this level. He still can contribute. He can still come in and give you about 6, 7, 8 points, knock down a couple mid-range jumpers, get a couple pick and roll shots, get a couple dump off assists or pass out to Porzingis. He can play the point guard position. He can run the offense, obviously. And that's the thing that we got to see from him. We haven't really seen him play that much because he got older, and people have the coaches have decreased his role, and he really hasn't been able to get on the court and stay on the court because of his age and his ability not to shoot the three. Like I said, we in a space right now where space and pace is where you have to be at. But Jarett is a guy that can get up and down the court, even though he is older, and he can still get to the basket. He still can knock down mid-range shots from time to time. But the three-point shot is his biggest flaw still to this day. And if he can't reinvent himself to knock down a corner three or even a spot up three at the top of the court, at the top of the key, it's going to be hard for him to keep a roster spot. But this deal works for him because he's still playing in the NBA. He's one of the 400 players in the NBA. And on top of that, this works for the Knicks because if they don't need him, they can always waive him or cut him. Or if they need a roster spot in the future, say if free agents come available, they can always waive and cut him. And if that happens, hey, Jarett going to have to find another team. But he still can play. He still can show Nina Kina how to score, how to play the pick and roll, how to read defense. He can be a guy that can really help you study the film. He can come in and show them how to be professional because his team got a lot of young players on it, and he can show expose how people can guard you too because he played in the NBA so long that him and the coaching staff can show, hey, in scrimmage, in practice, you can run a point guard like this. You can get to the basket. This is available. This is not available. And that knowledge and that intel and that experience is something that $1 million can't buy because it can pay dividends. I heard a lot of veterans and a lot of players talk about the veterans that taught them how to be a professional, taught them how to dress, how to work, how to get a work ethic, how to continue to stay in the league, and how to reinvent yourself and how to develop, and they really pay dividends for those players. And then the coaching staff like, hey, Jarett, you should get more minutes. This person get more minutes, and that's, Nina Kina can be starting because of the experience and from the help of the veteran plus the coaching staff plus the coach. So this is a deal that it really has more value than just playing basketball because of his experience playing in the playoffs and playing in a lot of seasons and being able to score and come off the bench and accept his role. I got to give Jarett credit for that, but he still has to knock down that three if he wants to continue to have a job in the NBA because that's becoming a money shot now. And the pick and roll, which he already knows how to handle. So this can help Nina Kina in the future, whether if he played the 2 or the point guard position. And you can never have too much veterans when you have free space because they have to fill out the roster. So if Jarett make it or not, he's still going to be valuable to another team because of his experience and his basketball IQ. That's all I got to say about it. It's a good pickup for them. It ain't going to help them make the playoffs. It ain't going to make them a 50-win team. But he still adds value to this young and growing roster. Check out my website, NosisPlayground.com. The link will be in the description in the comment section below. All you gotta do is click the link and send you to my website. Also, check out my Facebook page, NosisPlayground.com. The link will be in the description in the comment section below. All you gotta do is click the link and then send you to my Facebook page. And all I'm asking you guys to do is like it. And that's all I'm asking for the show support and continue to subscribe. Quinn Wade, Basketball Nosis signing out. And I'll be continuing what to expect on Monday